This video that I'm going to share with you today is probably one of the most important ones that you could watch. And I will also say that because it's probably one of the topics that people avoid the most and ultimately causes the most challenge in people's businesses and their personal lives. And that is a budget. It comes down to money, right? I'm finding in the thousands of coaching and consulting appointments that I have that a lot of people don't really know what's sitting in their bank account and what's going to be there in 30 days. They don't know where their money is going. It's sort of a revolving door. And sometimes they don't have money set aside for taxes. I know it because, guys and gals, I meet with agents that are selling millions of dollars in real estate in volume, and they end up in debt at the end of the year because they're slapped with a $50,000 tax bill that they weren't anticipating, and or they were going paycheck to paycheck because their expenses were out of control. I'm gonna shoot super straight with you guys. If you're there, set that aside and just, I guess, sort of we have to set the ego aside in that moment and get real and be willing to look at what's actually happening with your budget. That's the first step, is just like looking in the mirror, looking at what's going on, getting a grip on it, and then we can put a plan together to move forward. And for some of you, you've been caught in that cycle for year after year after year, and this is your time. This is your opportunity right now to stop the cycle and get control of your business. You can get back in the driver's seat and get control with these two tools, okay? Before I hop into the tools, we need to lay groundwork because some of you don't have this set up yet, even though you've been in the business for many years. One, you need to have an LLC at a minimum, and that is an entity that will protect your personal assets should you ever get sued. God forbid, we hope that doesn't happen, but you need to protect your personal assets as a business. So LLC is what you need to do that. If you're earning over a certain amount of income, you might want to be filed as an S Corp. That's something you should talk to a CPA about. And so you figure out which one of those you need. That allows you then to get a bank account that is solely for your business. A lot of you might have that, but you're not even using it for your business. Your business account should be used for your business, and your personal account should be used for your personal life, okay? So commission checks go into your bank account, and then you can distribute funds into your personal account according, that's a whole nother topic, but all of your commission checks go into your bank account, and then all of your expenses go out from there. So you should have a debit card, or if you're a points person and you're gonna pay the credit card off, you can have a credit card attached to that business bank account and be spending from there. The third thing I would say you need to get is QuickBooks. Is the easiest way to track it. If you have an accountant that's doing all your bookkeeping, great. And this is a super quick, relatively inexpensive way for you to just have a grip on what's coming in and what's going out. It's like $30 a month. You can do this all on the cloud, so you can have access to it. And then you can give your accountant access to everything as well. It's super slick, okay? That's step number one, getting that set up. Then the two tools that we're really looking at are your budget and your profit and loss statement. So your budget is what's going to tell you what you should be spending and what you should be spending money on and how much in each category. Your profit and loss statement is going to tell you what you actually are spending and taking in. So the budget is the plan, the profit and loss is the analysis of it to see how you're lining up. So we can look at a budget and look at best practices and know what percentage of your revenue should be spent on marketing, on salaries, on splits with other agents, on entertainment. And then we can reallocate money according to how your business is shaped. We don't have to stick to the percentages really specifically, but you should have a framework and have an idea of where the money is going. And then we have the profit and loss statement. So that's looking at that QuickBooks, and it'll spit out that for you right away. The basics of a profit and loss statement is that the top line we see what's the revenue, or what's the gross commission income, what are your expenses that you've paid out, what are your cost of sales, which are splits that you're giving to a company or agents. So revenue minus expenses minus cost of sales, and then you're left with your profit. That's the profit. The money going out is your loss. So we're looking at profit and loss. Got it? I wish you were here to give me a thumbs up back. All right, so we got profit and loss there, we got budget there. Now, breaking it down one step more, here are 4 ways that you should be focusing on this budget, or 4 sort of tips, I'll call them. 1, lead with revenue. This is an industry that you do not have to go into debt for. You can take money in before you spend money. Okay, so that's number one, lead with revenue. Number two, play what we call red light, green light. So you want to maintain control of your money. So when you spend money, you should always, and let me take that back. Let's erase the word spend and use the word invest. When you invest money, you should be investigating to see what the return on your investment is. If you're not getting money back, then you should stop the spending. If you're investing the money and the ROI is good, then we green light it and we can continue to go with that. So we want to measure the investment on, measure the return on the investment. Number three comes back to that, stick with the budget. Like I said, you don't have to focus specifically on those exact percentages. You can move the money around a little bit where you need to. But if you're overextending on the expense and you've gotten really fat with your expenses, we need to trim down, lean up, and tighten some strings where we can. And you'd be surprised at how much money you can shave off without feeling a difference in your business when you just, with a little bit of intention and focus on that. And number four, and this is a really important one, get into a rhythm of review. So your profit and loss statement should not be the thing, and no shame if this is the case, but it should not be the thing that you do one time a year before you prep for your taxes. You should put a time on your calendar, monthly, if not weekly, where you're looking at your spending and seeing how am I doing, what's going out, what's coming in, and what's the percentage of what. That's going to inform your decisions and allow you, A, to be in control, but also to be making smart decisions with your money, like I said earlier, about where do I want to invest. And trust me on this, as scary as it is for a lot of us to jump in and look at the finances, as soon as you start to get in a rhythm with this and feel good about it, you're going to literally feel back in control. And you're going to be able to stop that cycle of actually living paycheck to paycheck, even though you're earning a lot of money. If we're spending a lot of money and we don't have a grip on it, what is that default design going to do for you? Where is that going to take you in 5 years? Where is that going to take you in 10 years? I know because I've seen it with plenty of other people, it takes us nowhere. We end up in the same place, spinning our wheels. And you have an opportunity with the amount of revenue that you can take in to truly build the life that you want to build and have a profitable business. So if you haven't done this, dive in. If you need help, please reach out to me. I love to do this stuff. This is what I'm here for, to consult you on this and to coach you on it. Coaching, by the way, it means that I'm accountable to results. So if you want coaching so that you know that you're going to get results in any one of these areas of your business, reach out to me. I'm happy to help. In the meantime, have an awesome week.